Take me back to that day, which was awful for you and your family and all your friends and relatives and people watching, when they came to your house, I think it was nighttime, and we have some video, and seized you.
Yeah. Christian, it felt like kidnapping, having plainclothes agents follow me into the lobby of my building, a private space, threatening my wife with arrest if she wouldn't separate from me, refusing to answer any questions they have, refusing to produce a warrant arrest, and basically like saying all the wrong things, like that I have a student visa. They did not believe that I am a green card holder. So it literally felt like kidnapping, extrajudicial targeting. And for the next 24 or 30 hours, I was literally moved from one place to another like an object. So they took me to an office in New York, then in New Jersey, to Texas, then to Louisiana, which is literally 1,400 miles away from New York. So it would have been easier to fly from New York to London than actually take me to Louisiana.
And probably more comfortable. Let me just ask you.
Absolutely.
Did they, and look straight into the camera if you would, were you harmed at all at any time? Were you beaten? Were you rough-handed? Were you harmed?
I was shackled all the time. Shackled like this, and my ankles as well. It felt like I was criminal. I did not know what charges they have against me. And by the time I arrived in Louisiana, my leg was fully swallowed. I couldn't walk to enter the detention center. So it was very, very dehumanizing experience for someone who was not accused of any crime whatsoever.
You say that because there's no charges, no formal charges against you, and you mentioned you're a green card holder, and that is a lawful permanent resident of the United States. Have you still got your green card? Have they taken it away, revoked it?
They are in the process of revoking my green card. I still have it as like a lawful residency. And as you said, like the charges against me are immigration related. They are not criminal or that I did, or civil actually. It's just like that I am a foreign policy threat to the United States, the irony. Or they later added retaliatory charges that I misrepresented my green card application. Given that I submitted my green card application a year before my arrest, and it was approved by the same Department of Homeland Security.
So let's talk about the accusations. You say it was, foreign policy related. Let's get it absolutely straight. President Trump on Truth Social called you, quote, a radical, foreign, pro-Hamas student. His spokeswoman, Carolyn Levitt, said that you were, quote, siding with terrorists. Why do you think they said that about you? And as we described when we introduced you, you were one of the student protest leaders in this very fraught situation of the war between Israel and Gaza on Columbia University campus. What did you think when they said that about you?
It's absurd. It's basically to intimidate me. They want to conflate any speech for the right of Palestinians with a speech that's supporting terrorism, which is totally wrong. The protests were peaceful. We're asking a simple ask to stop Columbia University and the U.S. complicity in the genocide that's happening in Gaza. And that's why I see these accusations as intimidation. And that's why it did not they did not succeed in court. I mean, as of yet, and it's just like to distract from what's really happening. They want to distract us from the U.S. support, unconditional support to Israel in its genocidal war in Gaza. This is what's happening, or what happened to me and to others. And it's a message that they want to make an example out of me, even if you are a legal resident, even if you are a citizen, actually, that we will find a way to come after you, to punish you, if you speak against what we want.
Tell me again what it was like in jail in terms of, I don't know, the food, the sleeping, the people who you were in there with. What was it like? And did you ever risk your spirit being broken?
From the moment that I was detained, I knew that I would eventually prevail. What I simply did is protesting a genocide. In terms of conditions, and this is what I keep saying, the moment you enter such facilities, such ICE facilities, your rights literally stay outside. On the inside, as you would expect, the food was as close as could be to inedible. I had to switch to vegetarian because the meat was... I threw up like after I ate the meat there. It was so cold. We had to ask for more blankets, but no one would answer our requests. A lot of people inside, like they don't know their rights. They're not allowed to question like ICE about like why you brought me here, because a lot of them were brought from the court. Literally, someone was in his court defending his case, asylum case, and was taken into custody from court. So there's a lot of dehumanization. The Trump administration is trying to paint all these like undocumented people as criminals. However, it's the opposite. It's totally the opposite. A lot of them have been in the United States for a large number of years. They have U.S. citizen like family members. Yet they feel that they are defeated. Like they have no future. So you can. I met a Russian descendant who was protesting alongside Navalny in Russia, and he and his wife were in prison for over a year.
Wow.
They couldn't meet. His wife literally was 2 hours away from Louisiana, and they couldn't meet. They couldn't have direct calls together because ICE does not allow that, and they had to talk to each other through a third party.
So let me ask you, as we sort of draw this interview to a close, you talk about families. You missed the birth of your first child, a boy. Everybody was very concerned about your wife, who is an American citizen, there without you. What was that like? And then what was it like when you were first able to hold your child for the first time?
Missing the birth of my child, I think that was the most difficult moment in my life. Especially because like this could have been avoided. We put so many requests to be able to attend that moment. And I don't think I would be able to forgive them for taking that moment away from me. The first time I saw my child was literally through thick glass. He was literally in front of me, like 5 centimeters away from me, yet I couldn't hold him. And when the moment came to hold him, it was by court order to have 1 hour with him. So to be honest, I just can't describe that moment, and it's a combination of anger and happiness. I was happy that I was finally holding him in my hands, but at the same time angry at this system that deprives people from such important moments in their lives.
محمود Khaleil, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.